Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Jo Ann from Dental Designs, and today we're going to talk about what to expect after recovering from a wisdom tooth surgery. I know the thought of undergoing a surgery can be quite daunting to some, and there's a lot of uncertainties about what to expect during the recovery period. But if you're anything like me, knowing what's normal, what's not normal, things you can do to take care of yourself during the recovery period, really puts my mind at ease, and it also helps with a smoother recovery. So immediately after the procedure, you're probably going to still feel a bit of numbness around the extraction site and maybe even up to the lip or the tongue. This is totally normal because it takes about 3 to 4 hours for the anesthesia to wear off. And during this time, please try to avoid playing with your lip, playing with your tongue, because you might get ulcers or bite yourself by accident. And probably avoid hot foods as well, because you can accidentally burn yourself. Of course, with any surgery, some minor bleeding is expected. Usually this can be controlled by putting some pressure on it by biting down gently on a gauze. Usually about 30 to 45 minutes later, the bleeding should stop and the blood clot should form. If 45 minutes has passed and you're still bleeding from the extraction site, please swap out the gauze to a new one and apply some gentle pressure again. Some people who are on blood thinners or who have clotting issues can take a bit longer to clot, and that's perfectly normal as well. It's really important not to play with the extraction site, so don't use your fingers, don't use your tongue and nudge it or poke it. Obviously, that can disrupt the blood clot and cause even more bleeding. But if the bleeding continues for more than 24 hours, please contact your dentist right away or just go to your nearest hospital and get it checked out. Swellings, a lot of people are worried about that. It's very normal for the first 2 to 3 days and it peaks during this time. Sometimes it can even last for about a week after the procedure. Things you can do is to put an ice pack on the affected side in 20-minute intervals, and that can help reduce the swelling but also reduce the pain as well. If the swelling is excessive and you can't open or close your mouth or you feel swelling down the neck, please contact your dentist immediately. Of course, after going through a surgery, some pain and discomfort is expected. Please take the prescribed medications like your painkillers or your antibiotics given to you by your dentist and take it at a scheduled timing as recommended as well. This can really help with pain management. However, if the pain is getting unbearable or intensifying and is not managed by your painkillers, please contact your dentist right away so that he or she can check for any infections or any dry sockets and manage that accordingly. So the most uncomfortable part of recovering from a wisdom tooth surgery is the first 3 to 5 days, and most people are back to normal within 1 to 2 weeks. So please remember, your body needs some time to heal and it's essential not to rush the healing process. So for myself, when it came time to take out my wisdom teeth, I actually took out all 4 of them at once. And the things that I did to help speed up my recovery included resting the first 3 to 5 days. So definitely no heavy exercise, heavy lifting, just stay in bed and rest and watch Netflix. I also made it a point to eat softer foods only, such as yogurt, soups, scrambled eggs, just so that it's much easier to clean out the extraction sites afterwards. You can rinse your mouth with salt water a day after the surgery, just gently rinsing and just letting the water flow out rather than vigorously spitting the water out, because that can also dislodge the blood clot and cause delayed healing. And whenever food got stuck in those extraction sites, I always made it a point every night to keep it clean. Again, it just speeds up the healing tremendously, so always try to keep the area clean and most importantly, avoid any smoking or alcohol for the first 2 to 5 days, because that really impedes the healing process. Anyway, I hope these little tips have helped you to understanding the recovery process after wisdom tooth surgery, and I wish you a speedy recovery. Bye.